Hi everybody, it's Sure Simmer here. So, welcome back to Construction Simulator. So, let me first off start, probably a lot of people that are seeing this might be new. It has been a hot minute since I've been in here, and so as I start returning to some of these older sims that I just haven't worked with in a little while, I want to make sure people understand how to jump in and get caught up and so forth. So, you have enough money to complete? No, I don't want to look at anything yet. I'm happy building this gigantic apartment building that we're just starting. But if you want to catch up and, see how the series went, I know I'm not that many episodes in. There's a couple of ways you can do it. I work really hard to make sure every episode goes in some sort of a playlist, so if you're just sticking straight on YouTube, you can do that. But I also have every series is on my Discord channel under video announcements, and so you can always go over there and jump in and just take a look at where things are at. So I need to get rebar mesh delivered. So I'm trying to think of how do I want to go get that. I really need my vehicle with a crane. So we are here, and that's what we want to get going here. So I got myself over here to the prefabricated wall factory. I'm not quite sure if this is going to get me what I want. I'm hoping it will. I found a collectible. That's exciting. Alright, so now I'm at the building material dealer. This looks a little bit more appropriate. We got wood beams. Do I have any rebar? Not seeing any rebar. Honestly can't believe... Oh, rebar mesh. So there we go. So I need 3 of those. So we're going to check out. I'm going to deliver it to the yard. Alright, let's see. 'Cause yeah, that's definitely the rebar. Did I not move my truck with me? I did not. So now we've got the truck, and I would think that we can get this stuff on. But we'll see. So we're going to get our crane going, so we'll change the mode. Haven't loaded with this thing before for a while. But we'll see if I can remember. I know we need to unfold it. Okay. That rotates. That puts it back down. So we don't want that. Let's see, main boom up and down, stick boom up and down. That's what I want to get. Alright, so I want to do that, and then rotate, and then we want to extend and retract the arm here, and then we'll just get ourselves down, and we'll see if we can make this work. There we go. And then we need to attach the hook. And we'll go up, and we'll now rotate, and get this in the truck. Well, that didn't work. Alright. Let's get this over a little bit better. Alright, so that works. But the question is, can I Whoops. Can I take more than one of these? That's the concerning part, actually. So I'm going to go way out here. And we're going to extend. I know what I mean. I know what I mean. Alright, so we're going to pull this up. And again, we're going to pull this back while we rotate over. I'm just worried we're going to have to do like one at a time here. Come on, really? It's just not... Oh no, I guess it might. So let's see. Okay. So if I can get 3, that would be awesome. Because I'd really like to make it in one trip. Let's extend ourselves out here. Couldn't have done it better if I knew what I was doing, right? But yeah, this is definitely one of those, like... I know when I went to Steam, I haven't been in here since April. This is now December. Like, this is not good. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna give it to me, is it? Wow, really? So I don't think I can go that high. It's not gonna let me. Yeah, it's not lighting up. So I think, sadly, I'm gonna have to come back. But again, I can do this with, okay, so we'll drop that. We'll now pull in our arm. And we'll fold ourselves up. Well, actually, I might be able. Let's see if I just fast travel there, if I do have to fold everything up or not. We don't. Alright, so we can get ourselves over. And again, park ourselves. Due to excessive speed. What? That's funny. Okay. Whoops, no, no, no. I need to change my mode. Okay. So now I can use the crane. Get the stick boom. Get ourselves over. And get these couple down. And this is a construction simulator for those who have not seen it. This is what we do. We build stuff. We move it around. We do work. We hope you enjoy the work. Let's see. Is it going to make me rotate it? It might. I think it is. I'm trying to remember how I rotate. Oh, maybe not. Okay, cool. So yeah, depending how nutty real I want to go, but this is a big building, so I'd like to make some progress. But yeah, I'm trying to remember how you even rotate the hook. How do I go to page 2? I just hit F1. Rotate. Okay, so rotate. So we'll go ahead and do it. So we'll go with it because it's not that hard to do, honestly. I'm just being lazy. All right, back here as the sun is starting to come up, and you know we keep losing a little bit of money here and there for the fast travel, but there's just so many places to drive and it takes so long. I mean, you guys can let me know. Again, we might have a lot of different viewers here. I mean, if you really want me to take the time and drive and do a little bit more, but obviously that's just going to make it harder to get anywhere substantial in an episode. So there is that reality. So I'm just trying to be super efficient here. and just try to get closer. Okay. Need to get this extended. There we go. Now we'll pick it up, move it over. I always go the wrong way. Okay. So we want to pull it back, move it a little further, move it down. Probably need to extend it back again. Get it free of the vehicle a little. There we go. But yeah, I try to keep these like, you know, half an hour seem to be what people like on YouTube episodes. So if I can do that, you know, that would be a good thing. So give myself enough room to extend the arms here. Get ourselves lifted up and all that. And pick up the arm. And again, move over. Extend a little bit. There we go. Pick it up. Keep moving it over. We'll rotate it again. Let's see. Probably need to extend this out some. Rotate it back a little bit, I think. Whoops. And then we'll go down. And that should be pretty close. Let's see. There we go. Alright, so we got it delivered. Now we need to Interesting. We need to unpack the construction materials. What does that mean? I assume that means I need to cut them or something? There we go. Unpack construction materials. So yeah, I'm doing something. Oh, there we go. Alright. So that was interesting. So we might as well take a look at this. I mean, because this is a pretty complex thing here. So we got all the rebar in. So we didn't have to do all that, but we have to pour isolated foundations. Which sounds to me like we need a cement truck. And I don't have one. So we're going to get over to the vehicle dealer. Oops. Hit the wrong key. Alright, so there we go. Concrete mixer. Caterpillar's just as good as any. So we can rent that. $2,400 per day. That sounds fine. There's our concrete mixer. Now we need to go figure out where we need to get some concrete. I believe it's at the gravel plant. So let's go take a look. I think that's over here. So we've got gravel, sand, and soil. Well, that doesn't help me any. Where do I get the concrete? Or do I need to mix things? Okay, so at the gravel plant, you can get bulk materials such as soil, gravel, or sand, as well as concrete or fresh asphalt. Okay, so drive under a silo. You can sell bulk material. Okay, asphalt and concrete. Position a suitable under the asphalt or silo mixer. Press. Okay. Alright, so I'm just in the wrong place. So this is more the loose stuff. So I need to go over here. I mean, I know I've done concrete once in one of the other missions, so I know it's possible. Whoop, I don't want asphalt. What's it doing? Is it giving me something wrong? Let's see. F1. I hope I'm getting the right thing. Alright, what am I full of, though? I'm a little concerned here. Although, I would think, like, this is a concrete mixer, you're not normally pulling asphalt out of here. So I would think we have what we need. Alright, so I probably need to move around a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and we'll... Whoops. Whoops. That's not going to work. So what I'm going to do is go around the other side. I'm hoping I can just do it from one side. Alright, so we're going to head over here. If we don't run into things. Really bad. Thank goodness this is rented, right? I mean... Okay. So that's the crane when we need that. If I go here, and now change this, I want to get the chute on and off, and I want to how do I position the rotate the mixer chute. There we go. But how do I make it longer? Question is, do I need some pouring machine too? I think I might. Because, yeah, this isn't going to work. So, looking at some help. In theory, I can fill the formworks here. I should be able to do this. So there should be a chute extension. Oh, I see. That's the chute. Okay. So the chute extension is literally that. And then you rotate it a little bit. Probably want to go just a little bit further back to make sure I'm there. And then we want to do pouring on and off. And let's see. Is it done? It appears to be. Am I really going to have to move it that many different places? Like, I really thought it would spread. That is nuts. Alright, well, in this case, I'm going to have to do something else. This is too big. I mean, it's one thing if it was whatever, but yeah, it's clearly not going to spread very far. So we'll go back here to the dealer. And we'll get ourselves a concrete filler thinger. So there's a concrete mixer pump, concrete pump. So I think that's what I need. But this should then allow me to move things around. But you can start to see this is getting a bit expensive. So let's see. Because I think this is just going to put itself down, so probably really want to get out of this and then move this truck out of the way. And then we'll figure out what to do with it later. So the question is, I'm wondering if we're going to do like the parking lot and everything here. Like, I just wonder how big this job really is. I mean, we are at 9%, but yeah, I think at best we're going to get the concrete poured. And that may be what we do for this episode. But I'm going to kind of put myself in the center. And so we'll go here. Again, we're going to change mode. Alright, I was a little worried there, but we're good. Alright, so it puts us out. And then I assume it's the same kind of thing. So we're going to lift the boom. Alright, we're going to get the stick boom up, and do I have to go higher? Why is it not going up and down? That's crazy. So if I rotate this and kind of go this way, now alright, now I'm far enough. I just had to get up enough. But you can see, like, this is a thing. This is a bit of a contraption. There we go. And now we have that. We can extend and retract the arm. So we're going to get this stick boom up here. We're going to keep extending and retracting the arm. We'll see where this all goes. So if I extend... Interesting. How do I do this? This is now getting interesting, I'll tell you that. Alright, I don't want to do that. I want to do that. And then go down, maybe? Yeah, I guess. And then we'll figure it out from there. Alright, what if I up? No, I want to go up. Alright, and then we want to retract the arm some more, and there we go. We can see where we're at. So now what I need to figure out is how do I, where do I go? Whoops. Where do I pour stuff? Here? Yeah. So how do I open this? I probably have to... It won't let me enter and exit there. But let me get the truck nearby at least. We'll rotate this kind of straight. And then we'll figure it out. Okay. So let's get ourselves positioned. And I think I vaguely remember this being a bit of a challenge at some point, but... Alright, the question is... So the context menu Shoot on, shoot off. Alright. So let me now go and see if I can open that, because I basically need concrete going in there. And I think I had to fight with this a bit before. Whoops. Okay, so that's the boom. So that's not what I want. Okay, hopper open, close. Pouring on and off. Construction machine is empty. Drive mode, reset, light. Okay. So the question is, am I... Alright, so if I come out of here, let's just take a quick peek. Alright, well, we're over the hopper, but will it be reasonable? Because now the question is... Okay, so, whoops. Hitting too many keys. So, I want to put the chute... Alright, can I go back further? Yeah, I guess so. Alright. So if I'm in there, now I do pouring on. Does that overflow or will it work? I mean, I guess it'll work. Alright. I do really have to get around. I just really don't want to be pouring concrete on the ground. It doesn't look like it's happening. But now, if I pour concrete, so there we go. Alright, so if I do that, and then let's see, we'll rotate, do some of that. My goodness, really? There's that much going on here? Looks like, wow, this could take a bit. So we just want to rotate a little bit at a time and just get all our concrete poured. Let's see, now we want to extend the arm a little bit, rotate back. So we'll give ourselves some of the concrete there. That should hopefully get us to the... If it doesn't get us to the corner, it'll be close. But the good news is, like, you know, this is starting to kind of fill in what we need. You can see we're 12%, so that's outside, so I don't want to do that. But this should, like, now combine it together. It protects me from myself, I suppose, a little bit. Alright, so we'll go there, and hopefully that'll get me to the corner. Looks like it did. Pull ourselves back a bit. Again, we'll rotate. Okay, so I want to extend and retract. And so, you know, just a little bit of time here as we go along, and it's just, you know, how long will it take to really get all this done, but we've got a lot of concrete, that's for sure. So now we'll extend and retract again, rotate back, and I guess until it shows me some green, we're technically not where we need to be. Alright, so again, we'll pull back, pour it here. And we'll just keep getting a little bit more. Question is, you know, will we have enough concrete? So I suppose what I can do is kind of go around this turn and just kind of pour along the arc, and then, you know, we'll go from there. And then we'll just move out, and maybe that's the fastest way to do it. I don't know. But, I mean, I think we only used like a couple hundred per pour, and we have like 7,000. Is this gonna work? Alright, it will, but it won't pour much. Okay. So, do I want to... Yeah, we'll go out, and then we'll start rotating back. So, we'll go there. So I think we're still going to have pieces that we didn't get. We're going to have to fill in segments. Alright, so let me extend into the corner here. That should get everything we need there. And then we'll come back a little bit here. Oh, wow, really? Huh. Okay. Wow. I mean, I guess we got 37%, so it wasn't terrible, but wow. So I'm thinking this will be a good bit past the half hour. But yeah, we need to go over here. Good news is it didn't pour asphalt. And then it says it sells the material back when we're done. So I should just fill it and be done. Wow, 15,000 to buy the concrete. Man, we better. Ooh. We better be making some good money, I'll tell you that. Right, so I want to rotate the chute again. Get it to the center. And then we'll try to get ourselves in the right position, but we don't, just the turning radius on this vehicle is not so good. Yeah, we are definitely doing a bit here. But it's pretty straightforward, honestly. So, we get a little further, and then we will begin pouring. And that should then take us out. We should be able to get through and get in the vehicle. Well, sort of. I guess I need to be near the door. There we go. Alright, so now we'll pour a little bit, and we'll go back to the plan here. Oops, I don't want to pour outside, so we'll want to be careful. We're still at 37% basically, so yeah, I would think it's going to take a little bit. So let's see, is this going to give it to us? In theory it will. So there we go. So it did go fill the corner. I think I've done most of what I need then. Oh, no, we got a good area there, so that's nice, because then that might fill that up. So we got a whole 38. And then we'll get a little bit more there. I don't know that it's going to give me quite what I need. It doesn't. So we'll pull it back a bit. I am surprised that I'm not getting a green, but I'm not. But I guess there is some there, so it's going to give me a tiny bit there. But I think this is I think this is kind of what I already did. Yeah, so that's what I did. So let me pull the arm back a little bit more again. Alright, so it is expanding a little bit, so I guess let me go back over here. And then we'll just keep doing a little bit more, but this should get us to the point soon where, you know, we'll have a good amount of concrete to fill in. Question is, are we really going to be able to get where we need to? Alright, so let's see. So I have, you know, you can see what my plan is. I don't know, again, I've never obviously worked construction. Certainly not this kind, even if I was. I don't know what the process honestly is. Like, is it something like this, or do they go more in line? But it would, this seems to make sense to me, but I'm also not, you know, not a construction person, so maybe they're looking at this like, dude, what are you doing? Alright, now we'll go the other way. Shoot, I think I went too far. Because it should fill that in pretty nicely, I would think. Alright, and we're getting, you know, the question is, are we going to hit 40% or 50%? Because what I'd like to do is be able to say that I'm at, you know, the full amount I need, and that I can get to, say, 74% or whatever it was. You know, so basically I've used the concrete appropriately. See, I don't know. That's not going to fill out to the edge is the problem. So it's like I moved in too much. I don't know. 55. Like I've got a long way to go, in theory, of what I'd like to do. That might be too far. It was. So, we'll see if we get that all working together. So it's just kind of go to the edge and then stop. See, I don't understand how I couldn't get all the way over in that case. Because you would think it would kind of fill it out a little bit better. In this case, I'm going to extend and again get to the corner. So that should hopefully help. Alright. And again, now I've done the arc, so we'll kind of get over here, but move in a bit. So we'll pour at the edge of the mold. Feels like I should be able to go in a little bit more. Alright, we'll cover up whatever those underground pieces are. Like they look like some kind of piping, not just the rebar, but I don't know. But we'll be covering up that corner. Yeah, and it's saying isolated foundations, but they clearly are flowing together. I mean, I'm assuming that's not a problem, or it would be telling me something. Alright, well, good news is we're getting close, so we're at 70, going a little too far, so I want to be a little less sloppy. 72, and again, if I can get to 74, maybe if I get to 73, that would be good enough, but 75 would be nicer. 74. And the machine is empty. Alright. But the good news is then I probably just need one more load. Oh, I should need one more load, and that'll be it. Alright, well, I used fast travel 100 times. I've advanced a milestone level doing that, I guess. I don't know. That's interesting. But it only took me like 5-6 minutes to do that work. I'm assuming we're going to need other concrete, so I don't know that I'll put the truck back in or return it. Okay, interesting. Like pulled away. I'm not doing anything. Oops. Alright, and now this is, you know, and it probably would have if you really think about it. I mean, it might have been like an all-day thing, because I'm like, yeah, the sun's starting to set. But if you think about like how much we've done, it's not unreasonable to be like, yeah, this took all day to pour these foundations. So let's get back here before it gets super dark, and hopefully we can get this done. So out here and pouring. Okay, now it's getting dark really fast, so we'll be doing this into the night. I fit under here before. I don't understand. Maybe it was just that part. Alright, so go there. Pour. Alright, 75. I went too far, so we'll go back here. Pour. That should hopefully fill in that gap nicely. It did. I mean, because we do have just a little bit left. I mean, if you're really looking at this, you know, we're definitely getting to the edge. So I am going to figure out, let's see, if I'm trying to figure out which way. Alright, yeah, that'll work. If I go that way and then come back, we'll pour this. So 80%. And I would think we're gonna get there pretty soon. And again, now with these, because just the arc is smaller, so it should fill pretty quickly, I would think. Yeah, but I don't know if those are like water. I mean, they're not. They might be water pipes, but it just doesn't seem enough water pipes to really do what we need. Alright, 86. Should be easily at 87, but not 88. Oh no, we did get to 88. Okay. But then we stayed at 88 there. So that was not the same type of result. And now we're at 90. Get close to the edge. Finish this part off. Alright, we got to 91. And again, we'll just kind of keep floating in this way. And then rotating back. I should be able to go there, get myself hopefully to 93. Wow. That just was not going to fill up there. Alright, that got me to 93. I wonder why it's not filling in certain spaces. But yeah, I think we'll be fine here, because we're almost at, I mean, we're at 97. And then, you know, it'll just pop in and fill it and say that we've done what we needed. So there we go, 99. All right, we're at 100, so there we go. So we poured the foundations, and then we need to clear the marked area. So let's extend the arm, get the arm extended back. So that's that fully. Then I need to, let's see. Alright, so that's that. I need to get this then folded up. So there we go. It puts that part of the boom away. This goes all the way over. Alright, and then we can put this down, rotate it kind of back where I need to be. I guess what I want to do, really, if I do this right, I should turn this hopper off now. So let me do that, stop pouring. So we've still got a little bit left. So let's see. So I'm good there. And I'm wondering if I just pick up the arms, if that'll clear enough. But at that point, we'll say we're done. But I mean, I'll put this down because we're not pouring anything for a while. But I would be surprised if we didn't have. Let's close the hopper. If we didn't have arms and stuff that we need to do. So we're gonna change. Yeah, we're gonna go to drive mode. There we go. I've received a new skill point and advanced a level. But we're gonna get out because yeah, now we need to get pallet of concrete formwork. So I'm assuming what that will be is then the forms, like what I've seen in buildings like this, is they're basically like wood forms that are then going to be the walls. And then I bet we have to pour the walls. And again, this is the ground floor like it says, but we've moved to now construction stage B. So we're making some progress, but you know, pretty good day's work here, I think. Gonna go ahead there for level up builders. 419,000. I mean, it's a nice thing. We were down to like 275, so we got a good hunk of cash for building that piece. So that's really good. You see that year 2 season pass over there? I did look at what they had, and a lot of it is just equipment types and brands, and I don't know that I really need those. So I think they do have one new thing. I think there's a stadium, but I mean, I haven't even done the airport yet. Like, I've got all this other stuff, so there's no rush to get through all this stuff. I've got plenty of things to do. I mean, I guess now I've achieved a few more achievements, but I mean, before I came in here, I had one achievement done of everything, which I think was just get through the training missions. So I think I've advanced a little bit now with some of the things that I was told, and might have at least a second achievement. But in any event, you know, just a reminder, if you're just catching the end, that would be odd, but if you are, if you're just trying to keep up with some of the series that are a lot less frequent, best way to do that is either look at the playlists. I work hard to keep those up to date. If you see any errors, certainly let me know, but I usually am pretty careful about that. Or I'd encourage you, every video has a link to my Discord for the channel, and in the Discord there's a video announcements channel, and in there, every series I'm running, I also keep that up to date. So you could just very quickly go to Discord and look at everything, and it's frankly probably a little bit easier to navigate than YouTube. So that might help you out as well. But there's a couple ways that, you know, you can find things, and certainly my goal is not going to be to now go like I did from April to December, you know, that I took 8 months between episodes, that the next time we're going to have another construction simulator episode will be 8 months from now. You know, I've been doing a lot of the flight sim stuff. That's still going to be pretty prevalent and pretty heavy, but not nearly as heavy as it's been for the last few weeks, because there's just less progress to be made. And so that's opening up a little bit of space. And since I made the decision that right now there's nothing super compelling about Farming Simulator 25, so I'm still going to try to keep some Farming Simulator stuff going, but it's going to be 22 focused and probably not on the live servers. So it's kind of going back to that Hills of Tuscany series, because that's another one. I know I was working on material from all the way back to the end of May, and I've just gone in periodically, made a little bit of progress, but I'm not quite at the point where I feel I have an episode of content, because there's just a lot of work that happens in between. It's like, you know, 10 hours, 15 hours of work in the sim to get one episode out for 30 minutes or something. So that's been what's been going on there, you know, coupled with everything else. But there will be that reappearing and things like that, and so that's where I wanted to get back into, say, construction simulator, probably police simulator, firefighting simulator, you know, all the stuff I've got. I mean, I've got a lot of stuff. So if you've been visiting the channel but been like, oh, this guy just kind of does flight sim and golf, yes, I get that's what's been going on, and truck sims, but I'm going to try to rotate more stuff in, because it's just more interesting for me that way too. I'm actually happy it didn't take me too much time to get back into the controls and build, so that was helpful here. But you know, the longer I'm away from something, it just gets a little sloppier. But in any event, as always, if you've enjoyed this and haven't dropped a like or are not a subscriber, please consider that. It'll help you find content on the channel. We'll let you know what new is coming out and make it a little bit easier. Obviously, if you hit the notify button as well, it'll send you things every time something's out there. You know, I try to get some very steady content as far as the volume of content. I try to make sure there's at least one video a day that is coming out. You know, I can't always guarantee that, but that's the goal. So it's an active channel. So if you're looking for anything, if you love simulation, chances are there's going to be something that'll at least be semi-entertaining to watch here. So would love to have you join us, especially on the Discord. I'm still not getting any kind of real chatter going there, but we've barely got 100 people on the Discord. So I think as that starts to grow, maybe there will be a little bit more going on, but we'll see. With that, I will see you next time.